Go to Circle and see the way Nigerians are everywhere having their business. You not even think about that. All you think about is Igbo. Do you know the percentage, like how many numbers of Igbos are having all these small businesses in Ghana? Do you know roadside businesses selling okrika? You guys call it okrika, but they call it false wares here in Ghana. Do you know how many numbers of people that are doing this, Igbo people that are doing that kind of businesses? You just kept phone in your front and decided to open your pit mouth, or should I say your dirty mouth, and you are saying all manners of things. You don't care. All you care about is yourself. And that's the problem of you Nigerians. Everybody, now me, and the money where I go get, you sit down, you want to do content, make you get money, make you blow. You don't care about how the word that will come out of your mouth will affect other people. You just came out and say what you want to say and go. Right? Okay. Thank you very much, ma. Thank you for splitting out the shit that comes out of your mouth. Okay? Thank you. But next time, don't repeat it. Don't repeat it. If not, it will affect your people the more. I mean, you are Igbo. You came out, you think you came out to support your Igbo people, but you don't know you are putting them inside hole. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Some Nigerians are the ones putting other Nigerians, especially Nigerians living in Ghana, in trouble. Why? Because they can't control their mouth. This is the problem of some of our Nigerians, especially the ones abroad and back home. Guys, let's get right into this video. There you understand what I'm talking about. Let's get right into it, and I will be right back.
Ghana, our beloved neighbor with the loudest back and the quickest retreats. For a week straight, your cyberspace was a volcano of venom. Nigeria must go. We will protest. We will dismantle the Igbo kingdom in Ghana. The hashtag was booming. The bravado intoxicating. Even your local gossip bloggers had a field day feeding the flames. Oh, it was quite the spectacle. But when the D-Day came, what did we see? Silence. Cricket. Not even a vuvuzela whispers. An embarrassing absence of that mighty outrage. Tell us, what happened? Did the alarm not ring? Was there a fuel scarcity in your protest engines? Or did common sense sneak in at the last minute and whisper, you are about to make a fool of yourself? Because, truth be told, there's a Igbo you were so triggered by is not a conqueror or a self-crowned ruler of your land. He is a cultural father figure, a symbolic leader within the Igbo community, like the Yoruba Obas, the Hausa Sarikis, the Indian high priests, and the Chinese trade leaders you quietly accept without questions. But somehow, when it's an Igbo man, you start breathing fire. Let's get real. You weren't protesting a title. You were protesting Nigerian success. You were protesting visibility, growth, resilience, all the things you claim to want, but struggle to stomach when they come in green and white. It must sting watching Nigeria build businesses, organize their communities, dominate the music chart, and yes, even crown leaders in your own backyard. But here is the uncomfortable truth. If you tried half as hard to build your own economy as you did to threaten ours, perhaps you would have fewer reasons to protest in the first place. And let's not pretend that your cancelled protest was some gracious act of maturity. No, it was a damage control. Because even you realized chasing away Nigerians will collapse more than just your ego. It would hit your markets, your revenues, your education sector, and your already stretched hospitality industry. Nigerians are not your burden. We are part of your growth story. But if our presence unsettles you so much, maybe the question you should ask is, why are we doing better in your land than you are? So, Ghana, next time before beating war drums over a community title, remember it's 2025, not 1925. Pan-Africanism wasn't just a quote for textbooks. And Nigeria, we are not your problems. We are your neighbors, your customers, your investors, and yes, sometimes your landlords.
Some Nigerians are the ones putting the entire Nigerian population in Ghana in trouble. You see this kind of comment you're making to Ghanaians. I don't know whether you're in Ghana or Nigeria, but I assume you are in Nigeria because you don't know what Nigerians are facing in Ghana. Already, the bad Nigerians have created a stereotype that Ghanaians look at Nigerians negatively, generally, because of the kind of people they are. You said Ghanaians are backing. They will back and no action to back it up because they did a protest that Nigeria must go, and as their president spoke, they kept quiet and stopped pushing. Ghanaians are very poisonous people. Ghanaians are patiently waiting for that president to leave, and then if another president that supports the agenda comes, they will kick you people out. That is just their plan, and that is not what I want. But I know that Ghanaians are They are really not nice people. Also, you are saying that Ghanaians should ask themselves why their economy is not as good as Nigerian economy. But here is a proof. Ghana economy is doing better than Nigeria as of today. So sometimes when people are coming to talk on social media, I always say people should come and talk with evidence. Ghana economy is presently better than that of Nigeria. So you saying that why don't they boost their economy and stop hating on Nigeria? Their economy is better. That is why Nigerians are going there. Ghanaians, don't forget, this present President John Dramani Mahama, was removed the last time he came. He was voted out because Ghanaians felt he was not doing a good enough job. And now the same thing may happen again. They might not vote him for a second tenure because of this Nigeria issue, which I don't pray for because I really love this present president and he has shown working in a short amount of time. Did you know that Nigerians are not supposed to own retail businesses? Or the business you are bragging about that we are doing better than you Ghanaians in your country. You people should check yourself and ask yourself why Nigerians are doing better than you. All those kind of speech, you are implicating your own people in Ghana. Nigerians are not supposed to own businesses, retail businesses to be precise, in Ghana. But Ghanaians are turning a blind eye to it because why? They are our neighbors. What will they eat if they don't do businesses? South Africans have started closing that for foreigners, especially Nigerians. So as you're saying this thing now, if the Ghanaians get angry and say, okay, Nigeria must not go, but Nigerians must not do business in our country, your people you are being proud of, what will they feed on? See, I really pray for you people, and I pray for intelligence for you people, because all this blabbing, you people come talking that you people are jealous or angry that our people are dominating your land, our people are even crowning leaders and even installing sub-leaders in your own backyard. There's not supposed to be any sub-leader or self-appointed sub-leader or leader that can appoint sub-leaders in Ghana unless it is a presidential pardon or a unanimous agreement that, oh, let's make this person a chief of his people. Now, Ghanaians had already accepted the Igbo king. He was king for years. Ghanaians paid homage and respected him as they were supposed to, until he said he wanted to do his own kingdom. Even when he was installing sub-chiefs, they didn't complain. Now, as you don't talk this one now, you don't spoil another chance for them again. Like I keep telling people, the Igbo king was not the problem. It is his supporters. The things you people who support him came to talk on social media is what made Ghanaians angry and started protesting Nigeria must go. And let me tell you a secret. Do you know that Ghanaians didn't, in my own opinion, I may not be right, I stand to be corrected, but Ghanaians didn't really want Nigerians to all go. But they wanted to do that protest just to let you people know that, or to put you on a hot seat and let their immigration sit up, which they have succeeded in doing. Please, if you must be in Ghana, exhibit good characteristics to not tarnish the image of other people. And I'm not even talking about Ghana. In all countries that is not your home, behave well. I don't tire to the preach for now, but you guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you must support somebody, you must not be insultive. Well, over to you.
Okay. You heard what Keveli said. He answered this lady really, really good. Yeah, there are some things that Ghanaians are just accepting because they take Nigerians to be their brothers and sisters, and they accommodated them. They allow them to stay and do their businesses freely in Ghana. You heard what he also said. Do you know that foreigners are not allowed to open businesses in Ghana? Yes. I saw a very short video about it, and I would like us to check this video out so we'll have a clearer view about it. Here is it.
Ghana Investment Promotion Center, GIPC, say we a business operator wo man yi mu, especially mo amoya hoho. yɛmfa nto manim sɛ Ghana ha no yɛwɔ investment law. Na your primary investment law no a GIPC Act 2013 Act 865. Na mmara we de ka ne se basa yenton nioma bojabojwa de ton goods and services ewo market areas ewo dwom nioma ye ton wo dwom nko ade eye Ghana fo nko a na wo ho kwan se ombetimi aye we kwa sa ho we kro mo ntituo ma menka no brofum na ho no enti ne enti the Ghana Investment Promotion Center reminds all business operators, especially foreign nationals, that Ghana's primary investment law, the GIPC Act 2013, strictly reserves the sale of goods and services in market areas for Ghanaians and Ghanaian-owned enterprises only. Moreover, Section 27(1)(a) of the same Act prohibits foreign nationals from engaging in petty trading. Tiene obehu China nina oton piki ewo dwom eton apaso ewo traffic mo ye chewa. Enti you are prohibited from engaging in petty trading, hawking or selling goods in a store at any place. The GIPC also urges all businesses with any foreign ownership, no matter how small, to register with the center as mandated by law. The center calls on all stakeholders to comply with these regulations as we collectively work to build a fair and enabling business environment for all. GIPC. Omudi GIPC mra ena kasa
China for no. More now almost they say
I know most of you must have seen the video, right? So just for us to be clear, that's why I decided to put it up here to back up my point, and I believe you guys are very clear about it now. So let's fast forward to what the lady said. Auntie Madam, you just day where you day. I don't know if you day Nigeria or you day abroad. You just open mouth, they talk anyhow. I want to understand your problem, Auntie. Your husband, they do you bad. Your husband know they treat you well. Because I don't understand the reason why you come out and say some kind of things like you're looking for trouble. Later, you come and be saying, nah, content. Must you use everything to do content? You're not even aware. What do you expect me to say? If you're aware, you will not say most of the things you said in that video. Auntie, what is it? What is your problem? So you think Ghanaians have not achieved what they wanted to achieve, like what they want already? You heard what Keveli said. They've achieved it already. Let me ask you, in Nigeria, can you come out and have a very peaceful protest like the way Ghanaians, like the one Ghanaians did? To come out for protest, self, now problem. You go see, say they don't kill 10 people, 30 people, whatever, just for protest. You cannot even come out in your country and do a peaceful protest. You cannot. Instead of you to appreciate their calmness and wish your country will be like them, but you come out and telling them, blah, 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 blah. What is wrong with you? That's the question I want to ask. What is wrong with you, Auntie Madam? What is it? Ade? So because Ghanaians are calm people, you want to use that opportunity to insult them. You think they will shut up? They will not. They will not shut up. Now you are creating and opening ways for them to even attack you people the more. I bet you want them to keep digging out things and fixing it, like putting it right. They will do it. They will do it. Trust Ghanaians. They will do it. Ghana not be like Nigeria. Oh. That's one thing I want you to know. Ghana not be like Nigeria. Things go slowly, but at the end of it, result. There must be result. The outcome is what we want to see, right? Then wait for it. Patiently wait for it. You go carry your eyes, see for yourself. You go carry your eyes, see for yourself. And the way they are patient, that's how they are patiently waiting for that very day. Instead of them to, to fight or to kill themselves like you are doing in Nigeria, it's better for them to take their time and allow it to come naturally, and it will come. Wait and see. You guys are not allowed to own businesses in Ghana, but go to Circle and see the way Nigerians are everywhere having their business. You do not even think about that. All you think about is Igbo. Do you know the percentage, like how many numbers of Igbos are having all these small businesses in Ghana? Do you know roadside businesses selling okrika? You guys call it okrika, but they call it false wares here in Ghana. Do you know how many numbers of people that are doing this, Igbo people that are doing that kind of businesses? You just kept phone in your front and decided to open your pit mouth, or should I say your dirty mouth, and you are saying all manners of things. You don't care. All you care about is yourself, and that's the problem of you Nigerians. Everybody, now me, and the money where I go get. You sit down, you want to do content, make you get money, make you blow. You don't care about how the word that will come out of your mouth will affect other people. You just came out and say what you want to say and go. Right? Okay. Thank you very much, ma. Thank you for splitting out the shit that comes out of your mouth. Okay? Thank you. But next time, don't repeat it. Don't repeat it. If not, it will affect your people the more. I mean, you are Igbo. You think you came out to support your Igbo people, but you don't know you are putting them inside hole. If they talk, I beg, they talk about Igbo, not they involve Nigerians, because not be every Nigerians they support in what you are saying. Just say Igbo, because that's exactly what you are defending. You are defending the Igbos, not Nigeria. I hope you heard me right. Guys, now the room is open for you to let me know what you think about the video in the comment section. Do all to like, subscribe to the channel, share this video to as many as out there. I believe they'll watch and learn from it. I love you. Bye.